Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below, the email line for your purchase and pricing questions about this or any watch you see here on Watchbox Reviews. That's tmosso@thewatchbox.com. And today we are discussing the Omega Seamaster Diver 300 meter. All new for 2018. It was probably the best all-around new watch model of the year. Now 42 millimeters, you can see this example is in yellow, gold, and stainless steel. 50 millimeters from lug to lug, and 13.7 millimeters thick with a 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. We'll throw this one on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist real quick and take a look at how it wears. Comfortable, broad across the wrist, but not too broad, especially since the strap exits straight down. It doesn't create any virtual flare. It doesn't fight you. I can recommend it for a wrist as small as 14 centimeters circumference. And the strap that's equipped is a handsome piece. This too was redesigned for 2018. A combination of double character lines down the center with satin finish on their top and a frosted finish for the base of the strap itself, and a little bit of pinstriping on the shoulders. Turn it upside down, you can see the wave motif. You can also see it echoes the arabesque Côte de Genève on the movement and the Omega Wave ceramic dial. Simple pin buckle, satin and polish. This was also redesigned for the model. It's handsome, easily adjusted, and fits the scheme of a dive watch that might need to be resized on the fly. Polished flanks, we have the lyre style lugs that turn inward and outward at their ends with the polished expanding bevels, and the satin finished mid case with longitudinal satin finish rotate over to the crown. Crown guard structures with polished outer faces and a yellow gold crown screw down, 300 meter water resistance. New for 2018 was the conical, or as I like to call it, Reese's Peanut Butter Cup helium escape valve. This can now be opened underwater, a distinct functional difference compared to the old cylindrical model. The bezel is yellow gold with a ceramic insert, and then there's bonded gold inside the ceramic insert to create the numerals. So the ceramic very scratch resistant, acting as a sort of scratch shield for the rest of your watch. Let's hear the bezel against my mic. Although the knurling is still very shallow, as it always has been on this model since 1993 and every previous iteration of it, nevertheless, this is the easiest one to turn, so it's the least likely to fight you when your hands are actually wet, sweaty, or gloved. You line up the luminescent pearl with the famed James Bond skeleton minute hand, and of course this was the watch worn by Bond in the Pierce Brosnan era, and now you have a 0 to 60 minute timer. I actually find dive bezels are more versatile and easier to read than a chronograph, and most chronograph minute scales only go up to 30. A dive bezel gives you 60 minutes. As you can see, some changes on the dial. The old lacquer dial that was used from 2012 to 2017 is replaced by a return of the Omega Wave dial from previous generations of this model, only now it is in ceramic and laser cut. So it has the glossy gleam and resistance to tarnish and oxidation of enamel, but it doesn't have the fragility or expense of enamel. We have a sort of sector outboard chaptering. It's a sort of segmented chaptering, and then we have applique gold indices. They are, to be fair, yellow gold plated steel, and being applied, they are a significant upgrade from the original watch's printed indices. The date moves from 3 o'clock down to 6 o'clock, and as you can see, it's a blue disc for a blue dial, and then we have plenty of lume. Screw down crown, 300 meters water resistant, and inside the case, Omega exclusive caliber 8800. A lot to love here. Automatic winding, 55-hour power reserve. The 35 joule movement is a master chronometer, so it goes through the METAS certification process, which includes 6-position testing instead of the COSC standard 5. This is a 6-position tested master chronometer that also undergoes magnetic testing to test its resistances, winding efficiency, power reserve, and of course water resistance. It is a full test of the watch designed by Omega in conjunction with the Swiss Federal Institute of Metrology. There's also quite a bit of toughness engineered in, as we have an amagnetic quality thanks to the silicon hairspring and anti-magnetic escapement. We have a 25,200 vibration per hour beat rate for this 55-hour automatic, and then a full balance bridge with a free sprung index to add additional shock resistance. The watch has both a quick set date and a hacking seconds function, and it is a coaxial chronometer, meaning it has the George Daniels invented tri-level coaxial system that is the latest implementation. George Daniels invented the coaxial in 1974, Omega implemented it in 1999, and today it pretty much delivers everything George Daniels said it would: short-term timing precision, long-term timing stability, and reduced maintenance requirements, which is why Omega backs these things with 5-year warranties today. A handsome and versatile watch with a little flash of color in the blue and the gold. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details. And we're back with the Omega Seamaster Diver 300 meter. Note that the minute hand and the bezel pearl are green, whereas the rest of the dial, including the seconds hand, blue, to make for easy distinction at night.